and they're vacant, okay? Now, one thing that's very important is that the frame homes that I get under contract when I'm wholesaling, I like to wholesale frame homes to investors, because investors are looking to buy and fix up and sell those homes. So I'll wholesale the frame homes and I keep the brick homes. The brick homes are the ones I'm going to take to the retail market and take the big chunks of money out, because those are nice brick homes, or if it's a stucco house or whatever. But I want those are the homes I'm going to get and keep on here. But the frame homes are usually the ones I'm going to wholesale to my investors database here. And you only use one technique when you're doing wholesaling. One technique is all you're going to use. No fancy strategies, no 50 ways to buy his house, no money down. You just use one strategy and use it over and over and over. This has made me millions of dollars, and this one strategy will make you $1 million, and that strategy is all cash. Period. All cash. Cash is king. That's the only strategy you use. As a homeowner, I can buy your house today, but I can pay you X amount of cash, and I'll pay you a simple cash contract, and we'll teach you how to write contracts. Now again, when you write that house is written on contract, it's going to have your name and/or signs on there. When you're buying bank loan property, and that's one thing when you just talked about, when you're buying bank loan property, when you submit your contract, you cannot put and/or signs on your contract. If you put and/or signs on your contract, the bank looks at you and says, oh, you're just a Mickey Mouse investor who's got some gurus tapes on TV, boom, it goes right into the trash. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put just your company name, whatever you're going to buy, your LC or corporate, whatever you decide to buy, that's your name that goes on the contract. Now, they're going to make you sign an addendum that you are not going to sign that contract. Even though I'm signing that contract, even though I didn't write Mac or my company and signs, I can still sign a contract and do it legally. So, but when we buy houses directly from a homeowner, it's a contract's already going to have and/or signs. The homeowner doesn't care as long as he shows up with some money when you're doing that. So very important on here. Only work with houses that need work. That's very important when you're doing wholesale, because houses that need work are the ones that are going to be discounted. One thing you have to understand, there's like $5 to $6 billion worth of inventory that's undervalued property. 5 to 6. What I've been trying to do over the last 3 years and traveling all across this country is just get my hands on just a little piece of the pie by working with my students one-on-one and in there, and just get a little piece of make profits on those houses. Now you got to have a system that manages all your offers. So you got to make a lot of offers to go out there and be successful with this, and uses the right clauses to protect yourself. And that's very important that you have a contract that's going to protect you with that. And with our systems, we have all the contracts that are going to protect you out there. That way you can manage your contracts, you can protect your contracts. And understand that the key that you are the key to the business. The wholesaler is the key today. The wholesaler is the key to the business, and that you can demand a high percentages of the profit. I told you that whatever your profit shows on property, you should demand 33% of that profit. So if there's a $30,000 profit, I'm going to demand that I get paid 33% of that. If there's a $50,000 profit, I'm going to demand I get 33% of that. If there's a 15% profit, I'm going to take 33%. That's your percentage that you should pay yourself as a wholesaler. And you have to understand how to get cash out of the deal. It's one thing to buy a house, but you dang sure better know how to get cash out of that deal to buy a house before you get into it. And this is the most important thing, is you got to have an investor database of at least 100 investors that can buy your houses all cash and close in 2 to 5 days. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you with my system. This is my system right here. It says how to raise $2.9 million in 51 minutes. I have students who in my system have been in business for 8 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, whatever. I had no idea that you can raise money like that. You'll never have a money problem. There's plenty of money out here. But one thing I'm going to do is, can you imagine going to your competition here and find out and go into their, would you think your competition here, the big players, will allow you to go in their office and look through their files and get all their information, who they're using, the banks, the lenders, and all that? You think they will allow you to do that? Of course not, right? Nobody's going to let you go to the file. What I'm going to teach you how to illegally go through the files and get all that database, all that information. Because it's very important is that if you're going to wholesale houses, you never want to wholesale houses to somebody who's a newbie, somebody new to the business. Because they all say they have the money, 9 times out of 10 they don't have the money to close those deals. So what you want to do is you're going to have a database